Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about example programs for implementing OOPS. So the first example program that we are going to deal is asking us to create a class for bank accounts where these accounts have characteristics like account number, account holder's name and balance. These accounts can be created, amounts can be deposited in them or amounts can be withdrawn from them. So from the question itself we realized that there are some certain characteristics and behavior. The characteristics would be account number, account holder's name and the balance, and behavior would be account creation, amount deposit and amount withdrawal. So let's see how to create a class for this situation. So guys, here we are on our developer console and let's quickly create a class for bank account. So guys, here is the class that I have created for the bank account. Now you can clearly see I have created 3 data members for the 3 characteristics. The first one is a private integer for holding account number. The second one is a private string for holding account holder name. And the third one is a private decimal for holding balance. Now for various behaviors, I have created various methods over here. The first one is a constructor, and we know whenever we will create an object of this class, we will call the constructor. Hence, the account creation behavior is actually dealt by this constructor. I am accepting 3 parameters over here: integer account number, string account holder name and decimal balance, and assigning these values to the respective data members. Now the next behavior is for deposit amount. So I have created a deposit method accepting an amount and I am just adding up the amount to the available balance. The next behavior is withdrawal, and for withdrawal I am accepting amount, but there is a restriction with the withdrawal. We can't withdraw amount greater than the balance amount. Hence I am checking over here if amount is less than equals to balance. If that is so, then I am deducting that much of amount from the balance. Else, I am just showing an error like please enter withdrawal amount less than or equal to your balance. I have added one more method over here to show the account details. And here I am just printing out the account number, account holder name and the balance amount. So now let's save this program and let's quickly create a program where I am going to create an object of this class and going to implement these behaviors. So here I have created a bank account program class and I will add a show method over here, and in that show method I am going to create an object of bank account as ACC, and here I will call the constructor. Now if you remember, in the constructor we are passing 3 values. The first one is account number, so let it be 110024. For account holder name I am typing in my name itself, so Amit Kumar, and for the balance amount let me enter 1000 right now. And let me just quickly display the account detail, and if you remember, the display method or the method to display is show detail, so I will simply call show detail over here. Let me save this program and let me execute this. So I am copy pasting the class name, click on debug, click on open execute anonymous window. I will simply call bank account program and I will call the show method without passing any value. Let me click on execute, and here is the log detail. Let me double click it, click on debug only. Now you can clearly see it is printing the account detail. It is printing the account number, account holder's name and the balance amount. Let me just deposit something in this account. So let me just deposit. So I will call the deposit method and I will pass some value. So let me pass 1500 and let me call this show detail one more time. Let me run this program, and while running let me check this open log. Let me click on execute. Here is the log detail. Click on debug only, and now you can see the first time when I call the show detail the balance amount was 1000, but after depositing 1500 to it the balance amount is 2500. Now let me withdraw some amount from here. So to withdraw the amount we have one withdraw method. We can specify any value, so let me specify 500 to it, and let me call the show detail one more time. Let me execute this, click on debug only, and now you can see the initial amount or initial balance amount was 1000. After depositing 1500 it became 2500, and after withdrawing 500 it became 2000. Now let me show you what will happen if I try to withdraw suppose 2500 now. I know the balance after this withdrawal is 2000, so let me just try to withdraw 2500 and let me show the detail afterwards. Let me quickly run this program. So click on debug, open execute, click on debug only, and now you can see it is showing an error. So when I am trying to withdraw 2500, it is telling me that please enter withdrawal amount less than or equal to your balance, and my balance remains the same. So this is how you are going to create this class, and this is how you are going to execute it. Now let's see the next example program. So in example program 2, it is telling that there are two types of people in an institute, learners and trainers. Both learners and trainers have a name, age and contact number, but learners study many subjects and pay fees, whereas trainers teach only one subject and get a salary. Create classes accordingly to accept and display values for these characteristics. So here they are actually talking about learners and trainers. It's talking about their common and their individual characteristics. As far as behavior is concerned, it is only asking us to accept and display values. Now if we see, there are some common characteristics over here like name, age and contact number. And there are some individual characteristics like learners have characteristics of subjects and fee, whereas trainers have characteristics of subject and salary. Now to implement this, definitely we can create two different learners and trainers class, and we can provide all the characteristics, commons and individuals over there. But it will be useless to define the common characteristics twice. So how we are going to implement it? Here we are going to implement the concept of inheritance. Here we will create a class with all the common characteristics, and then we will inherit that class into learner and trainer class. So let's go to developer console. Let's create these classes. So guys, here we are on our developer console, and let me create class. First of all, I will create the common class. So you can see here I have created a people class in which I have entered name, age and contact number. You might have noticed that I have given protected as the access specifier for these data members, and also I have made this people class as virtual. Now the reason for that is I want to inherit this people class, and that's why it has to be virtual, and I want these data members to be part of the subclass. That's why I made them protected. I have created a constructor over here for people where I am accepting three data members N, A and Cn, and assigning name as N, age as A and contact number as Cn. With the help of show people method, I am showing the values of name, age and contact number. So this is the base class or the super class. Now let me create those two subclasses for it, one for trainer and one for learner. So guys, I have created those two subclasses. This is the learner class, and you can see it is inheriting or extending people. So the protected members and the public members will be part of learner. Here in the learner, I have actually created a list of string for the subjects and a decimal type variable for fees. I am accepting all the values like name, age, contact number, list of subjects and decimal fee in the constructor of learner. Name, age and contact number I am passing to the super class with help of super keyword. And if you remember, if I won't do that, it will show an error. Subjects I have assigned to subjects variable, and fee I have assigned to fees variable. In the show learner method, I am showing learner's detail, and then I am calling the show people so that the name, age and contact number should be displayed. And then afterwards, I am printing the subjects and fees. In the trainer class, again I have inherited the people. Here I have created a string type of subject and a decimal type of salary. In the trainer constructor as well, I am accepting all the values name, age, contact number, subject and salary passing the name, age and contact number to the superclass, which is nothing but people over here, assigning the subject to subject and salary to salary data member. And just like show learner, I have created a show trainer. Here I have printed trainer's detail, called the show people to print the name, age and contact number, printed the subject and the salary. So these are the three classes that are required for this scenario. Now let me create a class where I am going to create object of learner and trainer and assign values and show values over there. So I will create a new Apex class as people program. Let me quickly create the show method over here. Here I am going to create object of learner. So learner object 1 is equals to new learner, and inside this constructor I am going to pass name, age, contact number, subjects and fee. So let me provide these values. So as you can see, I have created a learner object. I have passed name as Persing, age 12, contact number, list of string in which I have passed English, mathematics, science and fees as 5,000. I will create a trainer object as well. So let me quickly create that as well and provide values. So for the trainer, I have provided name, age, contact number, subject and salary. Now let me print these values. So for printing obj1, I will call show learner, and for printing obj2, I will call show trainer. I will save this program and let me run this program. So I will go to debug, open execute anonymous window. Here I will paste the class name, which is people program. Method name is show only, and let me click on execute. I will click on this debug only, and here's our output. The first output is for learners, the second output is for trainer, and you can see it is printing the values. The first three value of the learner is taking from the people. Similarly, the first three value of the trainer it is taking from the people class, but the last two values of learner and trainer is printing from their individual class itself. Now let's see the next example program. Example program 3. It is asking us to create a class that can perform addition operation on numbers, but make sure the object of the class should be able to pass 2, 3, 4 or 5 parameters to the same method, and it should print the sum of that many numbers. Not only that, the same method should be able to work with integers and real numbers. So the task is very simple. We need to perform addition only, but there are two things we need to make sure of. The method name should not change, and the same method can accept either 2, 3, 4 or 5 parameters, and the same method should work equally for the integers and real numbers. So this is where we are going to implement polymorphism. We are going to have same method with different parameters, and these parameters can vary according to number of parameters and type of parameters. So let me show how we will create that program. So guys, here we are on our developer console, and let me quickly create a class. So guys, you can see I have created the operation class over here. Now this operation class is having add methods. So you can see that all the methods are having the same name. I'm not making any difference in the method name, but the parameter or the signature of the method is different. The same add method is accepting 2, 3, 4 and 5 parameters for integers, and the same it goes for decimals. I'm printing sum of and the values that I'm passing to the method along with the result of the addition. Now let's see how to execute this class. So I'm creating an operation program, and I'm quickly adding the show method over here. Now inside the show method, first of all I will create an object of operation class. Now here I'm going to call that add method, but I will pass different parameters. Like I will pass integers, like 2 integers, 3 integers, 4 integers and 5 integers. I'm going to make a change over here. I'm also going to call the same method with decimals. So I will change these values into decimals. So you can see the operation class is having one add method which can accept 2, 3, 4 or 5 parameter of integers as well as 2, 3, 4 or 5 parameters of decimal, and it will work fine. So let me save this and let me quickly run this program. So go to debug, open execute anonymous window. I will just change the class name, the method name is same, and let me click on execute. Let me click on debug only, and now you can see the same add method is working for 2, 3, 4, 5 integer parameters or 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal parameters. So that's how we implemented polymorphism over here, and the type of polymorphism that we have implemented is nothing but method overloading. So guys, that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.